Welcome back inside the kitchen at Asti Trattoria here in Fort McMurray. My buddy Chris is chopping up some leeks, and this is part of the gnocchi time.
You nailed it.
What are we making?
It's gnocchi timo, it's called. Timo is Italian for thyme. It's a dish that we use majority of, well, not majority, but a good amount of fresh thyme in it to really bring out the flavor.
So we've rolled and cut the gnocchi, and it's in the water boiling. How do you know when it's done?
How do you know when it's done? You're going to look at the water, and you're going to see it turn in the gnocchi, and when the gnocchi comes to the top and stays at the top, then it's finished.
And she's ready to go. So you're cutting up some mushrooms, some leeks. What else goes in this dish? We have mushrooms, leeks. We'll have a little bit of cream, veg stock, and then fresh thyme at the end. So I'm going to be taking these mushrooms, putting them in a pan that we've had warmed up already. A good idea is to add a little bit of salt right away, because those mushrooms is going to soak up all the oil and it's going to release it again, because they're like a sponge, right? So you want to give those probably about a minute, the mushrooms, and then you're going to add the leeks. Beautiful. So all while this is happening, the gnocchi is boiling. It's ready. When they start floating to the top, you're cutting down some more leeks. And this is a pretty heavy seller here, isn't it?
It is. It's definitely one of our top sellers.
And the nice thing is it looks like, while I'm not doing it myself, it looks like it's pretty easy to make.
It is. It is pretty straightforward for the most part. It's nothing too crazy.
So we have leeks and mushrooms with a little bit of salt and olive oil in the pan. The gnocchi is boiling in the water. It's ready when it starts to float up to the top.
That's
You've just cut some...
I cut a black trumpet mushroom. We like to use about 3 or 4 different types of mushrooms. We have creminis and shiitakes in there right now. And then I have porcinis that have been dried, and then we reconstitute them. So we use the broth as well as some of the mushrooms themselves in it, but we put that in towards the end.
Beautiful.
So with this, we're just going to hit it with a little bit of white wine.
Cooking with wine may be my favorite thing on the entire planet.
It's pretty awesome. And some cream.
And what kind of cream is that?
35%. Usually if you use something less, you'll notice that it'll split. So it's always nice to use 35%.
This isn't a plate that you're watching your waistline on, is what you're
telling me, right? Correct. Okay. You can watch it. You'll watch it grow. Definitely, yeah.
This looks beautiful. Look at that. What a pro.
Yeah. Not the first time. So I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. The reason I didn't add pepper at the beginning is because it'll burn in the pan. A little known fact that people don't realize is if you add pepper at the beginning, it creates a different flavor, and it tastes like burnt. Like it's not really what you want in a pasta. So
a wealth of knowledge, this guy.
So we have a little bit of mixed herbs here. It's parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. I'll usually add just a little bit of this. And then I will use an extra fresh thyme in there.
Beautiful. Now all we're missing is
the gnocchi.
The gnocchi.
The gnocchi.
Gnocchi timo.
That's correct.
Which is Italian for thyme.
That's correct.
And it looks like just enough time has passed that this gnocchi is ready. Look at that.
So the gnocchis were floating, so now we let them drip and then throw them into the pasta.
How long do you cook this in the pan for?
That's it.
It's done.
That's it. The gnocchi's finished. The sauce is at a perfect consistency, so we'll get it to the plate.
Gnocchi timo. Thanks to my buddy Chris here at Asti Trattoria Italiana in Fort McMurray. Easy to make, made it look a little easier. Thanks so much. We'll be back with more great stuff here on DT.